stuff.
Yeah, before we get back to Baba Yaga and her hut of chicken legs, um, there was a little bit of bookkeeping for Bertok here. Um,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
you have four stat score increases that you can use on your scores. Um,
And I probably should. Because every time I look at my like strength modifier, I'm like, ooh, can I get that up to 3 yet? Or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So let me
you're yep.
no. Yeah, I'm not gonna get strength up to 3 if I up my strength even to 19.
Not
Oh
while you're
wait.
still cursed with a froggy
Well,
arm,
oh
but
wait, I can. If I take it up to 18, so I spend 2 on strength. No.
all right.
And I'll put 1 more toward con just because I like being beefy.
All right.
Even though we don't make many constitution checks.
Yeah, yeah, but still, it still helps your hit points.
True.
What is your base hit points? 10. Yeah, 25. Cool. Any other increases?
No, that's it. I think I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything in that I can.
Oh, okay.
So.
Alrighty.
All right.
Cool.
Yep. And yeah, I think we're. Is that? Oh no, we needed to look at that one extra skill that I still haven't.
Oh, the level 9. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's just do that since I'm sitting here.
All right.
We are looking at wizard spells, I believe.
Wizard spells are complicated.
They are. I forgot that. Yeah, they are complicated with their things.
Yeah.
But let me take a look at
Yeah,
what they offer, just because.
Sure.
So I could potentially have a level 8 spell. Is that what it says? I'm allowed one spell, one level lower than my current score, or my current level.
Not exactly.
Which means
that means that you could take a move of one level lower. So, if you're level 2, you could only take a basic move from a class. If you're level 3, you could take a level, any of the 2 to 5 or basic moves. And then once you get to level 7, you could take pretty much any move from any other class. But spells are typically not moves.
Right. But I thought there was a way you had to pick spells that you knew and then refresh yourself on a daily basis. Because I know you charge your ability to cast based on your level, but then for each level you basically pick a spell out of the table that you kind of have written down somewhere that you could cast at some point. I wouldn't imagine that once you
Right.
get level 5, you get all 5 of these spells suddenly, or something like that.
Not for wizards, no. For clerics, you do.
Ooh, cool.
Stupid. um, you can still only prepare one of those spells, but you can prepare any one of those spells if you're a cleric. If you're a wizard, you have to research the spell.
Yeah, I don't know. Wizard spell might just be too complicated for Bertok. And given that he's more of a bash kind of guy, I actually wonder about like doing ranger or druid move, like an actual move instead of a spell.
Okay.
So let me just take a glance, because rangers are pretty cool, and I could imagine him doing fun things with that.
Yeah.
Arrows have 2 piercing. Okay, I'm not going to pick an archery one. Unless I know I can learn archery.
Everybody has the volley move.
True.
Technically.
True. But he doesn't get like a bow that he carries around with him. We haven't really found one. Ooh.
True.
Viper Fang. When you strike an enemy with 2 weapons at once, you add another 1d8 damage. Could I go with another damage die?
Is there a required or replaces for that?
Yeah, it replaces Viper's Strike, which is a 1d4, which is in the top of the advanced moves.
Right. Okay, so you could get Viper's Strike.
Okay. What else do I have in this?
Which is still another 1d4.
Oh, what if I were to hire Ralph the dog? Hire the black dog as my familiar. And then I can make him go out and bite stuff.
Okay.
That would be weird.
Your animal companion?
Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting idea.
Sure.
But again, animal companion is that ranger equivalent of wizard spells that you have to basically go through this complex setup for, and make sure you remember that you always have them, and that you have to use them, and that you have to let them do stuff, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So, when you allow your animal companion to take a blow that was meant for you, the animal companion's ferocity becomes 0 instead of taking damage. Blot out the sun.
So. That's a scary one. Blot out the sun.
Yeah, but I need a bow and arrow.
There's a bunch of. Right. I mean, we can get you a bow and arrow. I mean, if you want one. You would have taken this move 4 sessions ago, so there's time to retroactively fit in a bow for you.
Yeah, except that let's not retroactively do anything. I mean, it's more like I've put it off this long. I can put it off a couple more sessions before I was able to use anything. Well, let me keep looking. Set watch for the night. Everybody takes +1. That's kind of cool.
Hey, Daniel.
Yes.
You want to see a broken move?
Sure.
Look up the wizard ritual move. I'm so glad no one has actually played a wizard yet, just because
When you
it's
draw on
scary.
a place of power to create a magical effect, tell the GM what you're doing. Ritual effects are always possible, but the GM will give you one free 1 to 4 of the following condition. How is that broken?
Because ritual effects are always possible. I can't say, you can't do this.
Where does it say ritual effects are always possible?
State the effect to the GM you want to achieve. Ritual effects are always possible.
Oh. Huh. Well, then the challenge would be, is this a magical enough place to accomplish it, and is it too expensive that I'm gonna...
True, true. It's not something you can use everywhere.
Right.
And there's limitations, but I still can't say it's impossible to do what you want.
Yeah. I'm noticing every single class has a multi-class. I'm wondering if I could just chain all of them together. Or what would be the point?
Wizards and clerics do not get a multi-class.
Okay.
Neither do... I think there's one other class that doesn't get a multi-class thing.
It's like that joke that we were coming up with a while back of, you can, it's the, gloves of extra finger, or ring of extra finger. So you use a finger to put this ring on your finger, now your finger is consumed by the ring, and you get another finger with which, yeah. So how many multi-class,
right.
how many multi-class skills do you want to have in a row? None of them really do anything except give you another. Paladin, Ranger, Thief, Wizard, Cleric, Bard. What does a Bard do? Well, heal with arcane art. Ooh, I could get a healing spell. Man, they always have these complicated things with which to... Well, I know Druid from the other guy.
Mm-hmm. That was fairly straightforward.
To some extent. Bark skin. +1 armor.
Oh, God. Then you would legitimately have as much armor as a dragon.
Cool. Actually, I kind of like it. I should, just because then I can, like... Then we can play it up to where we go to somewhere and find dragon armor. Stalker's sister. take one move from the ranger class. Just pick Viper Strike. That's 1 + 1 d4. I kind of prefer that one.
Not the armor.
No, I'm just gonna go with the extra d4.
Okay.
Meaning I have a couple macros to rewrite really fast, which I can actually do. I have damage, and slash. Oh, this was in my character sheet, sorry. So if I go damage merciless and add 2d4. Flail does +1 damage. Ranger strike adds +1d4. Your flail does +1 damage. Ooh, do I need to take that into account?
You might not always be using your flail, which is why it's not automatically added in.
Oh, I got it.
But even if you're hitting something with your fists, you still get the plus d4s.
Yep. Okay. So +3d4 on my best hit ever. Check. All right. I am good to go. One more experience point and I will have gotten the next level anyway. In which case I will have even more fun increasing damage rolls.
Okay, so you've been practicing wielding 2 weapons at once. You've managed to get your timing down so that the flail and the sword you can hack and smash at the same time. So that increases your damage to...
Good point. This is one thing I'm not sure of. It seems like my damage roll is always 1d10. No matter if I'm using my flail, or I'm using my short sword, or something like that. And I'm wondering, do we have a... I don't know. But you just reminded me I need to take this out of my merciless roll.
Why is that?
Because I'm not always going to have 2 weapons with which to swing. And in fact, up until this point, I've never had 2 weapons in my hands with which to swing. Like, I've never run at an enemy swinging my flail and stabbing my sword at the same time. And I didn't even realize I could.
Right.
If I had known that I could, but But that's why I'm asking, is there a way we can define whether or not a sword has 1d10 as well? Or do we want to give it 1d8 because it's not as cool of a thing, or it's not as attuned?
The damage that you do is at base level is 1d10. That's
Okay.
regardless of the weapon that you use.
Okay.
A wizard who picks up your flail can't do 1d10. He still does
Yeah.
1d4.
Man. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this damage offhand.
Okay, that works, yeah.
Damage plus 1d4. Do I also take merciless on that?
I think we can leave merciless on the other one.
Just as on the main hand.
Right.
Okay. And scent of blood. Do you want me to just keep this Viper's Strike?
Yeah, let's just leave it as a 1d4 offhand.
And that's all I have
like
for that one. Okay. Now, granted, I am thinking I will probably use the flail as my main weapon all the time. And I know in most, most computer games, the off-handed weapon is some other class of weapon, like a dagger or some magical item or something like that. It's not ever a full-out short sword or flail or main weapon. So I don't know if that would account for that, but I'm gonna say no, that's fine. I need to find an off-handed weapon now, because I'm not thinking that I want to count my short sword, my little short sword, goblin short sword, as an offhand weapon. That would kind of be cheaty as far as most games go. You can't, in most games, you can't equip another sword into your other hand unless you're a two-sworded person, like a
Ranger
gymnastics person, yeah, ranger. So.
Alright, you could pick up a cleaver from the ship galley, or
I could just punch. See, that's my question. Is what if I throw rocks at the person? Is that another 1d10? Is that base damage for anything I do? If I wanted to go kicking and punching and biting, that's another 1d10. And that's what I like about D&D, is that they basically say, here's all your weapons, and here's each weapon's base damage. So yes, you can pick up a short sword. Anybody can pick up a short sword and it will do 1d6 or 2d6. But if you pick up the flail, it'll do 1d10. But if you're adept at the flail, you might be able to add like a +1 or a +1d4 or +2 or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, damage is tied to the class here. So
okay.
Yeah, you could literally pick up rocks, volley against a creature, and do 1d10 damage to it. with
All
the
right.
rocks.
All right. It seems a little bit broken to me, but I'm not going to complain. Because that's a bonus for me.
Yes.
Okay, so I have gained 1d4 damage to my offhand weapon, which is another 1d10 if I were to use it, correct?
What was that?
If I swing my offhanded weapon at the same time as I swing my main weapon, that will be 2d10. Is that correct?
No, it's plus 1d4.
Okay. That's a good compromise. I like that. That's a good compromise. Damage. An offhanded weapon. Not add full damage. So offhand damage is not full damage of another second swing in the same turn. It's more like
No,
just
it's
add
just...
one more d4 and call it good.
Yep.
Okay. So I need to, instead of roll 1 at D type, I need to just say roll 1d4.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
I'm good with that.
Alrighty. Awesome. Cool.
And that roll that you just took doesn't count.
No. I was just checking everything.
All right.
Okay. So, when we last left our heroes, we were sailing after the... You guys were sailing after the possessed house that had ran off into the swamp.
Okay. It's hard.
The hag is somewhere in... What's that?
It's hard for me to remember
Let
these
me
details at the moment, but
Yeah. The hag has taken up residence in the house. And the house is kind of at the moment crouched into this sort of hollow in the ground. So you can see that if you could like wiggle down there, you could see the basement of the house, or you could kind of step up onto the main floor of the house.
Yeah.
There is large gaping holes in the boards where your ballista bolts have gone through. So if you could get close enough, you could probably peer in to either the main or the basement rooms.
Okay.
Greenish smoke is coming up the chimney of the house, and storm clouds are rumbling and gathering.
Okay.
There is wind in your face.
And
So,
we're on the edge of the swamp, right?
You guys are on the Nautilus, and Agatha is healing the stump of your arm.
because I can't. Thanks. Oh boy, I just realized I picked up an offhand skill and forgot that I had re-lost my
Oh my god! No!
That's fine. My own fault for keeping.
Oh my god!
I keep losing my arm. Can't hang on to the stupid thing, but.
Agatha will look towards the east,
Yeah.
where Delgar is over the horizon,
Yeah.
and say that surely Lady Blackadder will give us some more Proteus to get your arm attached again, Mister.
Did we recover the arm though, or is it still in the clutches of something? Because I thought...
Nope, it's recovered.
Okay. Oh, maybe Agatha can figure out how to reattach it herself. I hate to bug Lady Blackadder again. Okay.
She owes us. We got her that portal.
Yeah. But I thought we asked for enough. Maybe we didn't. Tell me this. Anyway.
Aw. Okay, you will feel a very slight healing energy radiate to you from Agatha's cupped hands, and it will heal you for 1 damage.
Yeah. Doesn't do me much good when I'm still missing an arm. Oh well.
Agatha will say that she might be able to heal your arm, but not at her current connection with her deity. So.
Okay. Yeah, we need the ritual skill. The wizard ritual spell. But anyways, hey, Gastrag, I yell down the corridors. You're a wizard. Do you have that ritual? Can you do rituals? I ask.
Yeah?
You can? Oh, cool. Is there a chance you could do a ritual that would reattach this thing? And I hold up my severed arm, still dripping off the cut end onto the deck. He grosses himself out.
He will come out and
throws up in his mouth.
He will come out, examine the severed limb, and say, "Oh yes, I think I could do a ritual to get your arm reattached. This is even the original arm. That's awesome."
Well, yes,
usually,
it is.
When we do these sorts of things, it's somebody else's arm to somebody else. So,
oh, I see. Yeah. Ooh. So you're kind of a necromantic wizard,
but yeah,
then? You're sort of a Dr. Frankenstein.
It is one of the areas of research at Galangool. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Said what?
Yeah, it's one of the... What?
Said what?
I'm gonna refresh.
Oh, okay. Better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He will kind of look a little sheepish and say that perhaps I shouldn't have said that was one of the areas of research at Galangool, but I can reattach your arm.
Cool.
If we get to a place of power.
Yeah, okay. That's good to know. Keep it in mind. Don't let me forget, because I really need that thing back. I just learned how to fight with this hand. And then it was taken off yet again. So I scowl angrily.
He pats you on the good shoulder. Poor guy. Yeah, you got your arm back, and then you really practiced with it and gained the offhand damage.
Yeah.
And then lost your
Oh. The other option being, if I were to go into the hut and take out a bone that's in there from the basement, he could reattach that bone as my new arm, and then I can hit people with the bone as like a club or something.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm being weird. Tell me if I'm being too weird.
It's fun. Agatha will ask you, Bertok, if what do you want to do? Do you want to continue on towards the hut, or try to get your arm back? Or
we can't do anything with the arm right now. If Gastrag says we're not near a place that he can actually do the ritual, then we might as well not even think about looking for a place. I can make do with one arm. I've done it before. Let's try taking the hut, or seeing what it would take to take the hut.
Okay. Whee! Bye-bye.
Look at the green. Ooh.
You guys are light onto the spongy ground. This wind and rain is lashing you in the face. Lightning strikes are hitting the the hut and the trees all around. It's very dangerous territory.
And it's also igniting. It's doing like the fire swamp Princess Bride thing. Every time a lightning strike hits the ground, a pocket of methane ignites and like explodes in a ball of fire. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Nice.
The lightning strikes towards the house don't seem to be damaging it, though.
Okay.
So you guys can see the porch and the front of the house. And again, if you crawled under that main layer, you could try and see what's happening in the basement.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. Let's sneak up. I will lead the way.
All right.
Oops. I will sneak up to this tree and hide behind it. Actually, that looks like a mossy log on the ground. Although the one over to the
tree.
Oh, okay. That one over to the left probably is a log, though.
Yeah, the one over to the left is a log.
We all crowd behind the trunk of this tree and do the whole Oompa Loompa thing, sticking our heads out the sides. And we're like, ooh, what's over there? And we peer up at the house. Is the black on the left the top level and the one on the right the bottom level?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to assume that we're heading toward the house if we sneak over this way.
I'm sorry. The one on the left is the main floor. The one on the right is the basement.
That's what I meant. Okay. So we're going to assume that we're just walking toward the house, even if I go right or left.
Okay.
I will duck back behind the tree, and then looking this way, looking that way, to make sure the coast is clear, I will dash over to hide behind this fern.
Lightning strikes the tree that you guys were standing under,
Turning it into a glowing post of wood until it blackens and ignites and then quickly burns to the ground.
turning it into shrapnel. Everybody, defy danger with Constitution. Yay!
Damage merciless. No, defy danger with pulling down Constitution. Submit. I failed. No, I actually did pretty good. And that was Bertok that did it, not me.
Okay, I figured, yeah.
I should probably switch to that anyways. Yay!
Wow.
Cool. Oh.
Okay, Bertok, you managed to avoid any damage whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Gastrag and Agatha. Will take 4 damage from the falling debris.
Okay. Or, how about if Gastrag takes the 4 damage because he's burly and big and finds it hard to dodge, Agatha is quick thinking and she puts up a cleric shield around her entire self, like a hemisphere type of shield bubble, and all the shrapnel bounces off of it, but then clatters against the windows of the house. And we hear what the heck is going on out there?
She's conserving her energy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Bertok! Gastrag called you. Bertok!
The howling wind drowns out his voice, and so I have to yell back, "What?"
I can go invisible. Want me to check out the place?
Yeah, that'd be a great idea! I yell. We hear another clatter of pans from inside, and the hag is like, "What's all that racket?"
The spell fizzles.
Oh.
Damn it, he says. I should have studied that one more. Oh.
The spell fizzles,
Okay.
and it shoots off sparks of blue light, letting the entire area know that he exists. Rather than hiding himself.
Well, you guys did just ballista the house like 15 minutes ago,
Right.
and the hag sent out the abomination like about that same time, so she knows you're in the area.
Okay, okay. But this column of blue light flares up in front of one of the windows, illuminating the entire interior with a flash as Gastrag fails in his invisibility spell.
Cases.
I yell in dismay and then run up and plaster myself against the brick wall of the, or dive down into the little trench that the basement of the house has made around itself. Hey, no.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry.
Diving into the.
Okay. So.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. So you're trying to see into the basement?
I have thought that Gastrag's failed invisibility spell would have given us away, and so out of a nervous, whether it did or not, I don't know, but whether it did or not, I have basically reacted and dived down into the trench around the house that the basement floor made as it landed or sat down or whatever. Roosted. I should say it roosted into the marshy swamp.
Roosted.
Yeah.
Okay. So, cool. You are at the edge of the basement wall here.
Yep. Are there any windows in? Yes, there are. Never mind. We're good.
There are cracks from the ballista bolts that you could peer through if you wanted to.
Right. Or at this level, I say it's broken out chunks of stonework, masonry stuff.
Okay.
And I had my back plastered against the wall for a couple long seconds of silence, save for the howling wind. And then I kind of glance over and just kind of peer sideways into one of the holes, one of the broken out rock in the rock. So.
All right. Make a discern reality.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
What is useful or valuable?
All right.
Or is that just a roll for it and see what's inside?
Let's see.
No questions necessary.
Okay.
Ooh.
What is useful or valuable? Okay. You can see that the hag herself is down here in this basement. You can see that she is chanting, and there is a magical circle inscribed on this back corner here. So you now know where the hag is, and something is going on down here.
Okay. Yeah, I can't ask another question because Cleopatra standing there makes me kind of worrisome, either for her safety or for what in the world is she doing down here as well. But I don't know this, and I can't query to ask. Okay. The ritual circle makes me extremely worried. Let me look up something. Because I have an idea of where I could make this go, but I don't know if I can actually make it work. Armored steel hide, merciless, scent of blood. Heirloom. Oh, heirloom.
Oh.
Flinches, it can't act until you break off. Okay. Blacksmith, multi-class. Okay. Okay, I like the heirloom. It's about my best move at the moment. Because I'm thinking like 3 moves ahead, and it probably won't happen. But I do want to find out what Cleopatra is doing, or what her current status is.
Okay, sure.
No, sorry. I would rather, in this case, because of the heirloom-ish type of spell, which is kind of a replacement to spout lore, if I read it correctly. Yeah, I basically replace it with charisma, and then it tells me about the situation.
Correct.
So, yeah. And I would, yeah, let's just try it. Okay. It's more like you can decide what it tells me, because I could question it on the ritual circle. What is that? But let's just see what my flail knows. If I were to.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ah, man. Okay. For whatever reason, your flail does not answer your your meditative question.
Hmm.
It is silent.
Okay. All right. That's
Perhaps the vicinity of the hut is interfering with it or something. You're not sure.
yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. I will sink down. And release a great sigh as I lean back against the house again. And then I will motion up to the other two and kind of wave them down so we can discuss things in hushed whispers.
what'd you find out, Bertok?
The hag is in the bottom. The hag is hiding in the foot or in the basement or something. And it looks like she's about to perform some ritual. Cleopatra is in there as well. I glance over at Agatha to see her reaction. She probably scowled miserably at the thought of this girl helping out the hag.
Yep.
And I say, I don't know why she's in there. My first impression is she's being like the ritual sacrifice or something like that. But I know your history with her, and I don't want to assume all that. I don't want to assume that she's in there for some noble cause. There's also a ritual circle on the floor or on a table, and I can't tell what it does. Is there any chance any of you know about this type of thing? All I know is I feel like we should try to stop her before she actually completes the ritual.
That would be advisable, Gastrag will say. We don't know what this ritual was going to do, and probably not a good thing.
But if you looked at the circle,
yeah.
what would it do? Is there anything you can tell about the circle itself? Because I imagine that's probably where it will take place.
Gastrag and Agatha will move to the wall here and peer in carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Gee. Okay, Gastrag will never have seen that particular circle, magic circle ritual before. He will have no idea about what it is
I have a suggestion.
capable of doing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead and roll for Agatha if you intended to. Because I have a suggestion for Gastrag at this point.
Agatha is going to peer in carefully, and then both of them are going to come away. Agatha is going to say, it looks like Cleopatra is bound to that mass of roots in there. I don't think she's there voluntarily, maybe?
I don't think so either. They came in after I almost went in. Or rather, did go in, and I figured they were under the same hypnotic spell that I was. My suggestion for Gastrag, does he know at least the text of that circle? Like, could he read it? And if he could read it, would he have read it out loud?
Oh my god.
As a fail.
No.
Oh, man, okay.
It is in a foreign language.
All right.
So how are we gonna get in to burst up this ritual?
I had an idea about that. I whisper back. There is I saw when we were hiding next to the tree, there seems to be some sort of animal burrow. If we could, if only we had a druid, but if we could, like, capture some small animal and let it crawl into the house and somehow hypnotize and instruct it to save Cleopatra, or like jump in front of the bullet, or something like that. Like run into the circle as soon as the ritual was being ended and like take the full brunt of the effects of it.
Oh my goodness. Gastrag and Agatha will ponder for a few moments and say they would have no idea how to go about doing that.
Oh, there's not even power of suggestion in any of your abilities. Because I could use evil eye on a rat and then throw the rat in. If only we had a gnome. And the gnome could... Oh, man. What if we were to take one of the gnomes? Are they small enough? Oh, I'm just imagining.
And do what with him?
I don't know.
Oh,
like send him through a broken window, and make him like crawl down into the basement and do stuff.
Oh, we are so cruel to the gnomes.
Instead of sacrificial lamb, we call him a sacrificial gnome. And yeah, he...
Oh, God.
Yes, Richard Jr., take one for the team. Oh.
Agatha will take one more peek into here, and say that there looks like the circle is drawn on top of a trap door. Or there's stairs down from the main level. Although I've never seen a trapdoor down to the basement before. But if there's stairs, there should be some form of way down.
But this is the lower level. Does it even go deeper?
Apparently that trapdoor just opens down to
against the
floor
ground
of the right.
Oh. You know, it'd be super cool. Okay. I like this. I like where this could go. And so I really, really, really want the ritual to work. And I'm thinking this could be an interdimensional portal. And when she opens it up, horrors emerge from the depths of the underworld or something like that. That's my hope. But Bertok is going to try to stop her at all odds. Being the spriting little halfling he is, he suddenly looks over and sees a long, thin stick stuck in the mud. reaches over and tugs it out, and then, when the hag is not looking, pokes it through the hole of the house and tries to knock over the candle on the ritual table, or on this table where the books are sitting.
Oh, wow.
In an attempt to tip it over onto the book, the spell book.
Wow. Okay. That is awesome. Yeah, okay.
Dexterity.
Yeah, that's dirty. Oh my god. Every single roll has failed today.
Oh, man.
Wow. Okay.
I poke the hag in the eye.
The hag has her back turned.
I poke her square in the middle of the back.
You wiggle the stick back and forth, hopefully, but instead of knocking it towards the books, you knock it towards the other side, and it rolls and rolls and ignites the ball of roots to the side there that Cleopatra is chained to.
Okay. All right. Oh, shit.
Her dress starts to go up in flames and smolder. She screams, "Ah!"
I quickly yank the stick back through the hole as fast as I can and then scramble up the bank of this depression in the ground. Quick! Get out of the way! I yell. I hiss in a very loud whisper.
What are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do now? As suddenly we hear a screech, an old lady screech, and white fog blasts out of all the open cracks in the house as she ignites or as she sets off a fire extinguisher spell.
Fire extinguisher spell. Oh, that's good. Smoke will start to leak out from that corner of the house.
Mm-hmm.
The hag will be screeching in there, and
oh man.
She you will hear her screech something about Abigale, and some orders that you can't quite make out.
Right. Okay. I lean over and say, "Who's Abigale?" And then, scramble behind a mushroom.
The Abigale was the other noble lady.
I thought so. Yeah. Yeah, white fog continues to settle on the ground around the house. White yellow fog, I should say.
A face appears in the window of the main floor here, peering out fearfully, and sees you guys.
I try to hide, but I'm too late. And then I peek out from behind the mushroom and catch her eye. Sorry, I saw bare shoulders and like the top half of a chest, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I could hit on her.
Agatha clunks you on the head with her staff.
And my vision does this thing. And I shake my head and yeah. What is the plan here?
Abigale will punch the window and burst out the glass there, and raise a wand and point it towards you guys. What do you do?
That tree exploded, didn't it? Did you want to just delete that tree? Because there's no other.
Sure.
Because there's no other tree that I can hide behind.
Oop.
Yay!
There's mushrooms.
Right.
Oh, by the way, this muddy patch here is a small, gross little lake. Mud hole.
Okay. In the dark, I don't actually notice that it is. I thought it was just a rough patch of ground. And so I will immediately spot the other tree. And as she is raising her wand, I will make to dash across the lake. And splash face first, covered in mud. With a cry of surprise. Flah, flah. Flounder, flounder.
Alright. A bolt of purple energy will just barely miss your head as you tumble into this muddy hole here.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure that roll actually worked? Are you sure that roll actually worked? Because I don't see what 1T inept casting and a result of 0 would mean.
Yeah, sorry, it's a rolling from a table always gives us 0 unless.
Oh, okay. All right.
Probably should have used this one. There. Okay, no, we're not going to do that, but
no.
Anyway.
Right. She fires a fireball, and all pockets of methane in the area ignite simultaneously, making it look like a rock show, like a heavy metal.
Rock star. You hear Abigale cursing, and she starts to flick the wand again. Gastrag.
Splutter as I swim through the lake.
Yeah, Bertok, what are you doing? Are you staying in the mud, or are you?
I'm still making toward the tree. I have to, but my progress is slowed. I would say I'm not able to move as fast.
All right. Gastrag will pause before he gets too far away, and will try to. Gastrag. We'll try to. Finally, something succeeds. Magic missile back in the face of the noble lady in the window. Nice. It shoots out, strikes her in the body, and she wails in pain and stumbles back from the window.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I yell, "Nice one!" No, I don't see a thing. Instead, I keep swimming.
Agatha calls you. Bertok! We gotta rush her before she comes back. We gotta stop that ritual.
Stop! Is all I hear. And so I stop and immediately begin to sink. And then I splutter and paddle back to the surface and turn and finally grab the edge of the swampy pool. I haul myself out, rolling over and gasping as I lay on the ground, and then clamber to my feet, clods of mud dropping off of me as I finally stumble over and crouch behind another fern.
Agatha will scowl over at you, Bertok. Fine, Gastrag. Come on, we're gonna stop the ritual.
Stop the ritual, I yell.
Charge!
Wait for me! And I yell and charge past through all these mushrooms, trampling most of them as I dash after them and pull my flail out and swing it around and around and kind of too late.
Between Gastrag and Agatha and you guys, you managed to burst open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
Oh, man.
Abigale is crouched behind a counter in the back. She still has the wand in her possession.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys managed to burst open the door.
Nice.
Goodbye, door. Okay. You knock the door off its hinges.
Yeah.
It's all the way outside. No, it's gone. Bye-bye, door.
It's flat on the floor. It's now part of the flooring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the large fireplace to the left of you guys is a cauldron bubbling with a green brew that's sending up greenish smoke.
Okay.
That is going up the chimney.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, I catch up?
Yep, you caught it.
Okay. I run up to the door and skid to a stop as I see Abigale in all of her hotness standing there, her wand raised. And I look a little bit starstruck for a moment. Agatha clonks me on the head again as she hides. And I'm just basically the only one framed by the door as I stand there staring. Abigale narrows her eyes and glares at me and says, "My eyes are up here." And then Agatha is like, from behind the wall where nobody can see her, just clunk, brings down her staff on my head again. And I'm like, what? Topple.
She raises the wand again, flicks it at you, Bertok. And yeah, that's gonna hit, yeah.
Oh. How do you know? Does it tell you this? Does it tell you a hit without telling me? Is it like GM message or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you get to hide your roll from me. Because
Okay.
I'm like, I only see the take 2d4 damage, and you're like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. But, okay. I'm good with that.
I don't know if that does anything with your armor, though. What's your armor?
My armor is 4.
Okay, yeah. It bounces off your armor
No,
and
it's
dissipates before
let's say it not only bounces off my armor but throws me back a ways. I don't take any damage, but I'm thrown onto my back.
Cool. Alright.
Oof. Clatter, clatter. Thud. All right. Yeah.
Gastrag gathers up his courage, rushes in, and hides behind this table here.
Okay.
Agatha will help you to your feet, Bertok.
Yay, thank you, Agatha.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll for assist? Aid?
No.
Okay.
No. It just happens.
I walk in. Do I walk in? Intelligence roll. My chainmail boots clanking noisily on the floor, I stride in boldly, my flail held at my side.
Mm-hmm.
And then walk up and duck down next to Gastrag.
Okay. Agatha will break right and hide behind this table here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's smaller. No. Okay. La-di-da. Alright, Abigale will kind of cower back into her corner here. But she'll grab a trinket and chuck it towards you two, Gastrag and Bertok.
Mm-hmm.
And it clatters on the table and rolls off. It doesn't do any damage.
Okay. I was thinking it could ping right off my helmet and bounce into the cauldron. But no, we don't need spectacular effects every single time. However, I, sensing Abigale's fear and desperation, will stand up suddenly, my head coming just chin high out on the table. So it looks like a severed head sitting at the edge of the table. And I will fix my gaze upon her and try to transfix her with my evil eye.
Ooh, cool. That will succeed.
Nice.
She is transfixed by your malevolent gaze and suddenly freezes up like a bird looking at a snake.
I say out the corner of my mouth, "Go ahead, take her." As I stare, unblinking, at her. My gaze not even faltering to flick down, but remaining upon her face, alone.
Gastrag darts forward and takes the wand from her. And Abigale will come over and tie her up to one of the shelves of the
I was thinking Gastrag, having been trained in the necromantic arts, will walk up behind her and cut her head off. and then immediately starts sewing it onto like a table or something. But no, that won't happen. That's just disgusting.
Gastrag looks at the wand in curiosity. Oh, God. What's
Hey,
this do?
Yeah, I can see it. He flicks it. What happens?
I don't know. Oh, damn.
No, roll the deck. See what happens. Like, it works for a lady of high stature, as intended. How does it work for a super powerful wizard? Some amazing spell comes out of it, such as, I don't know, the effects of
Okay, I like that effect better.
you wouldn't want it to be like this thingy, whatever it is.
Oh, yay! Where'd you find that?
That was in your deck. Yeah. Oh, hey, summon monster. We summoned that monster. Sure, why not?
All right.
Good, well played. Suddenly, the skeleton of the hamburger helper pops out of midair and starts scrambling on its stubby little feet across the floor. How many times, Gastrag? I yell as I tumble forward and bring my flail down on the head of the hamburger helper skeleton.
No, it's friendly to me.
Okay, I have to hit. I'm sorry, I already swung.
Okay.
Oh, I don't need to open my character
Swing
sheet.
away.
Oh. So I need to not bend bars, a damage, merciless, damage, defy, discern, evil eye, hack and slash. Plop. I actually do hit it.
Yep.
Which damage, merciless. I hit it for...
Gee.
Call that 28. Or no, that's not 28. But if that were my 2d6, that's like a critical on my damage dice.
Man.
Yeah, I hit it for 14.
15 if you use your flail.
Thank you. Yes, my flail. So 15 damage. Ouch. I gape in horror as in the skull of the hamburger helper skeleton, a giant hole, a jagged hole appears from my flail. And then I turn my gaze up to Gastrag in a look of, like, apology, horrified apology.
And inside the skull of the hamburger helper is a hamburger brain.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Oh, my gosh.
It splatters the bones of this guy splatter everywhere as you hit it, Bertok. And
do I kill it? I hope I didn't kill it.
No, it's just very damaged.
Okay.
And it's got a big hole in its head. Yeah.
Right. Oh.
It clacks angrily at you, Bertok.
Yeah. I will scowl.
Hide behind Gastrag.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Some of the some of the bone fragments fall into the green cauldron and dissolve away.
Yeah, great. Okay. Well then. Whose turn is it? I already yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do here? From now on.
I will rush over and see if it's okay. Agatha probably would be a little bit squeamish of this weird creature. But I will rush over to see if it's okay and see the hamburger brain inside and be like, I'm so confused.
It's still...
As it throbs inside, and oozes ketchup against the inside surface of the skull.
As you look at its brain, a maggot pops out and squirms back into its hamburger.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Constitution check real quick, because that will decide on whether or not Nope. I flip out at the sight of the maggot and immediately bring my flail down again. I can't help I can't help myself. I am basically attacking the maggot, but collateral damage.
Oh my goodness. 2d6.
Take another 16.
Oh my god. Okay. As it collapses into a pile of rubble and bones and hamburger meat, it rolls into this cauldron over here, spilling its contents onto the floor.
Yeah.
The creature will dissolve back into whatever realm it came from.
Yep. Its little red nose
Gastrag
popping like a cherry tomato. Are we there?
Hello?
Yes. Wow. Interesting. About figuring out what is this. Basically, I moved my table and my entire laptop just turned off.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's like the battery side is loose or something. I don't know. It was extremely weird. And then I turned it back on and immediately started moving my around again, and it shut off again. So I'm thinking, oh, that might be charging connector, but that doesn't make sense because my battery is fine. And that should have taken over. I don't know. I'll have to look it up or just open up the bottom and see what's going on.
Right.
Anyway, where were we?
What was the last thing I said that you heard?
I have to remember. That's the problem, is it suddenly gave out and I was completely distracted by it that I forgot. Oh, we're putting it back together, or the house is putting itself back together.
Right. Yeah, the chicken head came out and maneuvered the side back into itself.
Mm-hmm.
The tail end of the of the Hydra is now stuffed like against the wall.
Yeah.
Agatha cast a spell to inquire of her mother where in the house she bound her soul to.
Yeah.
And her mother's spirit replied that she bound her soul into a metal box inside the ball of roots down in the basement.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, cool. I can deal with that. But, what is down there? In the ball of roots. Okay, that's easy enough. Shoot it? I don't know. Would we be able to get it?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking I can hop back over the heads and then head back down to the basement.
Yeah, these guys are gonna follow you. They're curious what's down here anyway.
Yeah, we step over the passed out form of Yaga.
She's conscious. She just hasn't moved yet. She's kind of weirded out by being normal again.
Yeah, yeah. And being small for my size, I immediately rush over to the ball of roots and start, like, reaching in and feeling around for this metal box that we were told of.
Peering closely, you do manage to see wedged into this knotted mass of roots that there is a box wedged in there.
Okay.
The roots have also kind of merged with the sides of the house. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can maybe like pry the roots away from the box or cut them away or something, and then pull the thing out. Yeah. That's my idea. Do you need a strength for that, or?
Just make like a hack and slash against the ball of roots.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They are no match for you, but you managed to wrench and pry the roots away until you have enough room to tug the box out.
Yeah. Okay. And we get it, and I take it in my one hand, and I hold it, and I'm like, here it is, and give it to Agatha.
Agatha hugs the box, and then she hugs you.
Yay! Hugs.
Thank you, Bertok. She gives you a kiss.
Oh, that's even better. I blush. And all sorts of thoughts go wild in my head.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, come back here. Box. So there is some other things here. I think you guys, each of you could take a thing.
Okay.
There is Yaga as well. I don't know if you want to take her now that she's mortal.
Another prisoner. Yeah, we can take her. It doesn't matter. I mean, we kind of intended to take the whole house at some point, but now that we have the box.
Oh, by the way, yeah. As you yank out the box, some vibrancy within the house will collapse, and it will feel lifeless, and deserted.
Interesting. Okay. Well. Huh. All right. All right. So we basically killed the house.
Pretty much.
Okay. We have 3 experience for that instead of just the 2 for the Hydra and the
Yeah.
witch. We killed the house too. Right. Sure. Agatha has the box. I have Yaga. I also want Abigale. And I will turn to Abigale or Agatha and say, "Hey, you want to keep the house? Anything of value in here, or can we torch it?"
Who are you asking?
Agatha, who is, as we would assume, the sole owner of the house now.
Yes. Agatha will say that I don't know what is down here in the basement. I didn't actually know we even had a basement.
Okay.
But I don't think there's anything upstairs that is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that I want to keep anyway.
All right. All right.
It is a place of sadness.
Agreed.
My mother died here. My
Yep.
sisters died here.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go through these 2 shelves and just see if there's anything interesting to be had. Gastrag could take these books. They kind of look maybe possibly fun to keep.
Yeah, Gastrag is sensing what is magical down here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really homing in on this cauldron over here.
Ooh.
That is interesting to him. So he's gonna heft that in his arms and take it with him.
Yeah.
Because it looks cool and it is magical. So.
Yep. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, I will go over these shelves. I don't know what I'm seeing here, though. Do you need me to discern?
Sure. Why not?
Any one thing that is valuable?
All right. You will stumble across Helga's journal.
Okay. Yeah. I will remove that and pocket it for later.
Yaga will look up at you fearfully, Bertok, and say that you're not gonna capture her again, are you? Haven't you caught me enough?
Haven't you gotten in our way enough?
I was in the employ of the goblins the first time we brushed paths, and then you captured me for 6 months in that iron cage, and then I escaped, and then I did my revenge, but that's expected. And here we are. It's a very logical series of events.
Well, I have a feeling you won't be bothering us anymore. And I pull out the stone heart from my cloak, just for a brief moment, and put it back.
My heart, she says, and tries to lunge for it, but remembers that she's mortal again and has her own heart now.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I'm sure we can take you with. Give you to
no,
some.
I don't want to come with you.
Then all the more reason for us to take you. hand you over to some magistrate in some city that you've terrorized.
How about a bargain? You let me go, and I'll give you some information.
Go on, I'm listening.
I'm sure a warrior of a warrior in a group of your caliber would need to know strategy and the best way to approach something, right?
Agreed. This is not uncommon.
The goblins were interacting with a being called the Dark One, who was, in essence, a god of strategy. And I was listening to their rituals, and so I know how to the process to summon the Dark One, who
As do
presumably would be able to. What's that?
As do I. I mistakenly stumbled upon the process with which to summon the Dark One. I think. Did I?
Did you?
Well, I pulled that lever on that one altar thing, and all the rooms switched around. In the goblin.
No, that was something different.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
It was. Yeah, I will remember this and be like, oh, yeah. Okay, that was something different. Okay, what else can you tell me, former hag? So I said, I give you life in our brig.
Never! I'm not going back there.
Agatha grabs me by the shoulder and says, haven't we put her through enough? I'm like, I scowled at her and I said, she's the one that enslaved your own mother's spirit. How can you say such a thing? I glare, but then realize how ridiculous I'm sounding. Yeah. And that, so. And I relent and say, fine, I'll be a man of my word. Although, being a halfling, I'm only half of a man, so.
That was horrible.
I thought so too.
Yaga takes a quill and a nearby piece of parchment and scribbles down the recipe for the ritual of summoning the Dark One, and hands it to you, Bertok.
Good. I smile with a little, and I nod. And I remark, good thing you didn't give it to Gastrag. He might have just read it aloud right away.
I'm not that stupid, he says.
I smile. I'll never let you live that one down, I say as I tuck the parchment into my cloak.
Okay, what do you guys do here?
There's 2 beds upstairs. I say we rest up. At least Gastrag can rest up. We can stay here for a little while. We've basically defeated everything, so.
Okay.
If Agatha doesn't mind, since it's her house.
No, she's fine with you guys making camp here.
Yeah.
Um, there is like a trap door on the stairs going up. So if
Right.
you want to like confine Yaga down here until you guys leave.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. We're gonna keep you down here, I say to Yaga. We will let you go, I promise. Tomorrow, when we're refreshed. Just don't try any funny business during the night.
I don't have any powers uh, to make trouble for you anymore. I will be silent as a lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Lamb.
I'll bet.
Lamb, lamb, lamb. Llama. Llama. Okay.
Fine, I say. And motioning to the others, we trudge back up the stairs to the upper floor.
Gastrag snuggles his cauldron as he falls deeply asleep onto one of the beds.
Yeah. I sit on the other bed and open my arms to Agatha, inviting her to snuggle too. No. No, and then I will get up and I'll be like, okay, fine, it's your house, your bed. I'll sleep out here. And then I walk up and make small talk with Abigale and be like, so, what's your story? As this
Well-
giant corpse of a hydra stares lifelessly at us.
My father was granted that tower as the reigning noble of that town, and when he went away to fight in the wars, we tried to keep the town as in shape as we could. But then that witch and her daughter moved in with the innkeeper, and there was just always rumors that that healer lady was not quite right, not quite as benign as she seemed. I mean, she was a good healer, but there was always a feeling that there was more to the story than.
I see. Interesting.
No.
Well, you understand that I'm partially siding with her just because of our experiences together.
Yes, of course.
But
of course.
I hope you won't hold that against us. Would you rather we left you here? I'm sorry, your sister is dead. I don't know if there's anything left for you, particularly after the goblin invasion. And we'd be happy to take you along with us. But if you would prefer to stay here.
No, there's really nothing here anymore. We're trying to get people to move down and try and rebuild, but nobody wanted to come all the way down here next to the swamp and the sea. So, yeah, if you could give me a lift, that would be awesome. I have some money or jewels or something somewhere that I could pay you with.
Yeah, I don't think that will be a problem, as long as you and Agatha can get along.
I can. I'm a noble. I can get along with any scummy sort of person, scummy politician. I can certainly get along with Healer's daughter.
Okay.
She seems more confident than she was when she was a healer.
True. Well, she's a cleric now. Worships the sun or light side or whatever.
I see.
Anyway. Yeah. We'd be happy to take you along.
Thank you, Mr. Halfling. Captain Halfling. What is your name?
Bertok.
Oh, Bertok. Okay. Yes. Bertok.
Oh man. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and
Yeah, I
get
think this
bed
is
down
a
for the night, and then we'll just
good point to pause and
right. Especially since
end the
like
session.
I'm worried my computer is right on the edge of doing it again, even though
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
my
yeah.
cooling mat, and my cooling mat should be blowing air through everything, but
Oh, good.
but my internal fan is still going crazy. So yeah, we'll see.
All
Oh,
right.
cool. I will transition to that thing.